let's continue on with our second example in terms of angle of elevations and angle of depression. So our problem number 2 is the angle of elevation from the bottom of a water slide to the platform above is 35 degrees. If the water slide is 25 meters long, how high is the platform? So I didn't give you a diagram in this one, so I knew I was going to draw a right angle triangle. I have an angle of elevation of 35 degrees, so I want to make sure my angle of elevation is 35 degrees. The water slide is 25 meters long. So the water slide, so here's the platform of the water slide. I'm sliding down 25 meters. So my platform down to the bottom of the water, or where I'm splashing, is 25 meters. I want to know how high is the platform. How high is the platform? So that's where my X is going to be. So again, if you're not given a diagram, you kind of have to be able to draw your own. And all the questions we're doing are right angle triangles. So everything you want to look at then is going to have a right angle, and the right angle projects across to the hypotenuse. Angle of 35 degrees. 35 degrees projects opposite, which is X. And then the other side attached to 35 degrees, or the third side in our triangle, is going to be adjacent. All right, so we're going to read the problem, draw a triangle if it's not given to us, or use the triangle and diagram that's given to you, but make sure it's something that you can work with. We're going to write sine, cosine, and tangent. Again, if you don't want to use sine opposite over hypotenuse, cosine adjacent over hypotenuse, tangents opposite over adjacent, use the acronym, SOHCAHTOA. And then I'm going to write out all my ratios. I'm going to write the sine ratio, opposite over hypotenuse, X divided by 25. So sine of 35 is opposite over hypotenuse. Cos of 35 is adjacent. I've got nothing for adjacent this time. I've got no letters on here. I could have put letters in, so I just left it as a blank, as an empty square, and my hypotenuse is 25. And then for tangent of 35, opposite over adjacent, I got X over gain, X over nothing, X over a blank. So again, when I'm looking at solving my problem now, I recognize that I don't actually need to deal with cosine and tangent. I'm going to work all the way to the end with my sine ratio. So again, where you are in terms of your solving, you may not have even started with cosine and tangent. You might have just went straight to sine. So again, we're talking about solving with our sine ratio, because that's the information that's given to us. Change sine to a decimal. I look at what I have for my problem. I cross multiply and I solve. Now, again, here it didn't say how to round it off, so I just went to 14.3 meters. So this height of the platform then is 14.3 meters. There's our second example. If you're not given a triangle, draw a triangle. Put the information in that's given to you. Angle of elevation, 35 degrees. Water slide length, 25 meters. How high is the platform? Write your ratios, sine, cosine, and tangent. If you recognize it's sine early, just write the sine information. All right, don't have to write cosine and tangent. All right, there is a second example of problem solving. It's time for you to try some on your own. Good luck to you.